experience, to unify all those so that they are similar and inviting and comforting for your members. So my name is Sarah Snellcook. I'm a marketing consultant. I work with the Lone Lead Generator. I've got my information up there in case you want to contact us about anything after the presentation today. Love to hear from you. So let's get started. When we're talking digital user experience, it's not just about the digital user experience. It's not just about your technology. It is about having a consistent culture and a consistent experience across all of your different outlets to reach your members, whether it's the branch, whether it's your print advertising, your radio advertising, or your website and social media, which is what we're really going to be focusing on here today. But what we want to do is make that consistent user experience. You know, people don't go to McDonald's because the food is so great. They go to McDonald's because it's consistent, because they know what to expect. And when you have that kind of stability in your financial life, it is really meaningful to the members, and it also helps them feel as they belong, which of course they do as credit union members. So, you know, given COVID-19, obviously members have been a lot more active in your digital banking experience, and we want to ensure not only is that consistent, you know, when they walk into a branch and their favorite teller makes them smile, or their favorite loan officer, you know, says, "Hi, what's up? How was your kid's basketball game?" You can do the same thing through personalization and other methods on your digital marketing tools and platforms that you have. So we're going to go a little into that today. But you know, it's very important to really consider, of course, the perspective of your digital experience from your members' eyes. So we're going to go on to the next slide. So right now, more than 80% of consumers are saying that a quality online experience is critical to their choosing of a financial institution. So of course you want them to choose your credit union. And 39% of those said it was the top issue, the number one thing they wanted out of their financial institution. However, less than 40% of consumers are satisfied with their financial institutions' understanding of their particular situation, needs, and goals. And this is really where credit unions can shine a light on what they do, how they do it, why they do it, in your personal engagements with members, in your digital experience with members, because you do provide that financial wellness guidance and coaching and stability, and, you know, help them to achieve their goals, because the credit union's goal is member wellness, not necessarily their stakeholders or their stockholders, excuse me. However, you know, credit unions, banks, everybody's kind of fallen short on providing that relevant member experience and relevant product recommendations in the past year. Less than 30% feel like it's a really, truly customized experience, and that their financial institution understands them, and nobody understands their members better than credit unions. So the whole point is that credit unions must be aware of how they are perceived, because yes, members may trust you with their money, but do they trust you to provide that convenient, streamlined experience that helps them reach their goals, whether it's a financial goal, an educational goal through your website, or just applying for that loan online? How simple is that in your branch, on your website, everywhere where you have touch points with the member? We want that consistency, that comfort, that belonging feeling. So yeah, it's being aware of what your members want is really critical. Again, putting yourself in their shoes. Sometimes, very often, we get too close to what we're doing day to day, and we don't really realize how it might impact somebody who is a new user to your website, new entrant into your branch, or on your mobile app. So what do consumers want from their credit union's digital banking? One-stop shopping. We all know about this. People are spoiled rotten by Amazon, right? Maybe not so much right now with the supply chain issues, but people are used to coming to one place. Even before Amazon, it was, you know, Costco or what have you. You could buy your donuts and your tires. Uh, Pretty much the only thing in common with those two is the shape of the product itself. But one-stop shopping, you know, are your products and services aligned with member demands? Are they easy and simple to find on a website that is easy to navigate so that people can get there in 1 click, 2 clicks, very brief page load times is really important. If it takes more than a second, you're going to see your bounce rates increase tremendously, which is no good. When people, you know, especially potential members, don't even realize what they're stumbling upon, the gold nugget that they have found on the interwebs that is your credit union. So ensuring you have, you know, a one-stop place that is easy to navigate for your members is critical to digital marketing success, of course. And members want real-time payments. We all know about this. My husband, who had barely touched a computer when I met him. He is now Zelling my son money up in Maine at University of Maine. Real-time payments, and it's not just for the young kids, it's also for us Gen Xers, and as well as boomers who are willing to try it because they often had no option due to COVID-19 and continued. So really leveraging that, ensuring you educate your members about how to use those types of tools. Really important, and it also helps you to build that trust, build that relationship, and eventually, you know, deepen the financial relationship as well with your members. Personalization. Anybody who knows me at all well knows that I play volleyball, so that's why I put the volleyball there for personalization. But personalization is really important. You know, again, I'll use the Amazon experience. You know, a lot of people do, sort of the gold standard, but what can credit unions adapt from that? When I go and buy dishwasher detergent, they also recommend that I buy all these other related products. So, you know, when a member comes to your site, maybe checks out their credit score or looks at their loan balance, and you know they have these other family members that are also members of your credit union, and their kid is 16 and needs a new car. That type of personalization where you can connect the dots, where this person might be interested in a used car loan to buy a car for their child. Really important to be able to connect the dots, make them feel special, make them feel like they're a member, like they belong, right? Excuse me. So pretty much went through all of this, but be sure that your digital experience is as strong as possible, that your digital experience delivers that smile that they also might get in your branch from their, you know, from the greeter at the door, what have you. Excuse me. So it's important to make sure you have that infrastructure in place with a solid website that's easy to navigate, that is in modern design, search engine optimized. Create a social selling strategy. There are ways, and we'll talk about this more in detail later on, but create a social selling strategy where you not only engage and grow your brand online in social, but you also are able to, excuse me, convert that to a true monetizing property. Use landing pages. Landing pages are great, especially when people are coming in from social. It can be, you know, a lot of social ends up driving people to home pages, for example. See that a lot out of any business, and including credit unions. But using landing pages that highlight the your auto loan special or what have you is a really excellent tool for driving people to exactly where they want to be, as well as personalizing that member experience. Have a really great onboarding, digital onboarding program. You know, often members come into the branch and they add a membership and people greet them and they might hand them, you know, dog treats for their dog that happens to be in the car with them, and all these things that you do to make them feel welcome, and you know, maybe mention a couple of the offerings that might fit their needs. You can do the exact same thing with your website and mobile applications. So be sure that member experience is consistent across all your platforms. And then, of course, you know, being able to get that message out, to get the word out that you're there to help them with integrated marketing programs. And, you know, we talked a lot about digital so far today. But it's also important, you know, every single bit has its place, the billboards, the, you know, stadium naming rights, the uh, posters in your credit union, ensuring those are all on brand and consistent across all your different platforms is really important for your members to feel consistent, to build that trust, and use your products and services to help fulfill their financial goals and needs. So again, just kind of review, make sure you enhance your mobile applications, your mobile apps. Make sure it is, you know, up to date. It provides as much of the benefits that members want, the features such as Zelle, such as, you know, credit scores, what have you, that help engage them and bring them closer to your credit union and closer to feeling like they truly belong. Again, use the data you have on them to integrate that personalization. Again, with the example earlier, okay, you know this 45-year-old mom has a 16-year-old child who is going to be needing a car soon. So use that to your advantage to ensure that you are serving your members' needs, because otherwise they may be looking elsewhere and they're not going to get as good a deal as what your credit union can offer. That's for darn sure. You know, there's other ways of integrating credit data to help target your members with specific loan offerings. So ensure all of that is aligned to make sure you have that personalized outreach. Keep up with technological innovations. Of course, you know, you don't necessarily have to adopt them all. They may not all be right for you. They may not all end up working for your members' needs, but keeping up on those things and keeping at a strategic level, including with your marketing efforts, is really important to ensuring your members are feeling the love from your credit union, as well as you are able to provide the products and services that they need to ensure their financial stability, as well as your credit unions. And of course, prioritize the member experience, kind of all of what we've talked about today. So, you know, as this website hosted by the Loan Lead Generator, whom I'm a marketing consultant for, they are working to help credit unions monetize your website as well as your social media presence, which is a really cool thing, because a lot of what we hear from, you know, many of the financial types is, well, this is just a waste of money, waste of time. It's difficult to generate leads through social media. And we are going to show them how wrong they are. So there are many benefits to the Loan Lead Generator. And what it does is it helps on your website to direct potential borrowers to your online loan applications. It can help book appointments for in-person service. And it can also help you add new members. And so what it does is it's a chatbot. It is a chatbot on steroids, okay? So it does all those things. It can help you bring in loans, bring in leads for loans, but it can also answer basic member questions like a lot of the chatbots do. So what are your hours? Where are your locations? Whatever you want to program it to respond to, you can do that. Additional benefits is very secure. There is no personally identifiable information captured. The Loan Lead Generator itself never sees your member data, and it does not store your member data. So very secure, and it easily integrates into your website, into your Facebook page. Copy a bit of code, and there it is. It's very simple once the customizations are done. And we have coming soon, it will be available on Instagram as well. So very exciting development there. But all of this leads to helping to personalize and engage your members in the digital, in your digital spaces, while also providing that consistent experience across, the branch and greeting them in the same way that you do online. So I'm going to play a quick video here that will show you a demo.
Heard about chatbots that can answer basic member questions, but do you also want one that brings in loan leads? Welcome to the Loan Lead Generator, the chatbot to bring your credit union more loan leads through the power of AI and social media. After collecting basic, non-personally identifiable information from the user, the Loan Lead Generator automatically gives the consumer their estimated loan options based on your credit union's loan offerings and underwriting standards. Users can also be taken to your online loan application or schedule an appointment quickly and easily through our chatbot tool. Your loan officers will also receive a scheduling notification based on their availability as programmed simply into the tool. To learn more, visit www.theloanleadgenerator.com.
Okay, just wanted to give you a little taste of that, as if you didn't think my voice was
Heard about chatbots that
obnoxious enough live. Hearing a recording of it, I just want to get anyway. So I want to thank you all for joining us today. If you all have any questions, let me know about anything we discussed, whether it's, the unification of your digital and branch experience as well as others. We'll just open up the floor right now. Any questions?